Hello. How's everybody's Monday going? Mm-hmm. Mine's going pretty good. I just had a talk with someone, good friend. She's become a good friend. Um, and I want to talk about what we talked about. My baby monitor is on, and I just realizing the birds outside, or a bird, is wanting to be heard. All right. So I'm going to start. I haven't talked to this woman in a long time, and yeah, since the spring. And she was, I asked her how she was doing. She goes, "Well, I've just gotten out of the hospital. I've been in and out for the past 2 days." And I said, "What's going on?" She said, "Oh, it's my lupus. My lupus." I'm like, "What does that mean, my lupus?" I said, "What if you didn't have to own that?" She tried to explain what lupus was, and she never did get to me. I said to her things like, "This idea that you have about my lupus, does it is it really something?" And she's quiet, and I just said things like, "Do you have to own it? Is there a you to own it? Or is it more belief in this dream, this game we call life? You believe your little avatar is going through this life and it's out to get you, and you're a victim of it. I'm a victim of lupus, whatever that is." I said, "Well, who are you without my lupus? Who are you?" And she goes, "I don't know." I said, "Can you imagine if you didn't own that?" I said, "How do you feel?" "Well, okay, right now, in the now, we always are. We're always okay now. It's only in the story of Lori or whoever. Whoever's here, say hi, because I want to say hi to you." Oh, whoever, there's more than one. Okay, so the story of you, when it's believed, is serious. You are, "Hi, Julie." Oh, it's good to see you, Julie. When you believe that this is pain and suffering, it's only in the timeline of a you. Because in the now, there's no pain and suffering. Pain and suffering are past and future, remembered or anticipated. Literally now, where there's no storyline of a person, nothing's wrong. And that's all that's real. There is no person here. There's no identity. But when you believe in the storyline of this person, life's going to get me. I'm a victim of life. No one is a victim. No matter what seems to be happening, no one's a victim. When you believe you're a victim, that concretizes the idea of a me on a trajectory in time that's not real. Past and future is literally just thought. She goes, I knew I needed to call your ass. She was so open. It was awesome. I love talking to people who are open. And I can feel it. I can feel when somebody's open when I'm with them. When they're not, ooh, I can feel it. Ooh. And I've given everybody full permission to tell me to shut the fuck up when I'm at a party or wherever. Tell them. I have full permission because, and I've noticed that the only time they say shut up, they really don't. Most people don't. But the only time they is when it's hitting the truth of their story of who they are. The story of Lori is fading, has been for some time, and it seems to be accelerating. I don't know. I imagine others are feeling that too. But it was okay. I say it was a journey. When this seriousness and believing whatever is in the dream of separation that never happened. There's nothing separate from anything. Nothing is separate. But when it's believed and there's pain and suffering, yes, broken bones do feel real. Of course, there's going to be feeling for this body and mind in the dream of separation that never happened. And each time there's pain or whatever, you can make it concretize the idea of you being a victim of life, or you can say, it is what it is in the moment. Okay, so that broken bone, so it seems, it only seems like a broken bone in this dream. Just like in the dream at night. I mean, Peter's always waking up. I mean, not waking up. He's sleeping and he's moving and punching people, and it feels real to him. All of it feels real to him when he's out cold. Nothing's happening. Literally nothing is happening. And I never said it this way before. Thank you, Julie, because this is really, okay. So once he starts moving, I say, what? Usually it's something chasing him. One time it was King Kong. That one I literally busted a gut laughing. But when I wake, he's so into it, so believing it. When he's out of it, he's like, thank God it was just a dream. And that's what's going to happen here. Coco? Hi, Coco. Where's Coco? I don't see Coco. Anyway, so we believe that this is real. When it hurts, it helps like concretize. That's the only word I can think of. The belief in this person. There's a person here going through a timeline. And the time isn't real. There is no time. There literally is no time. In the dream at night, it seems like there's time there too. Is there? Is there? Is there? Literally, it's only a belief in the separation. There is nothing separate. Nothing is separate from anything else. It's just a flow. And when you drop the idea of a person, a Lori, a Coco, a Julie, being real, you can laugh at all of it as it arises, as the the triggers inside, triggers that, or feeling so bad. There was a hurricane, so seemingly a hurricane, so bad. Everything, no one is a victim. It's literally for awakening to this. All of life, seeming life, God, it's so hard to talk about, is just opening this up. If you have just a little bit of willingness to open to, it's true. In the night dream, it feels real, but it's not. What's the difference here? What? Ask yourself, what is the difference with this dream or the night dream? What's the difference? Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Look. Just look. Look. And because I don't want you to take my word for it. I'm not speaking to another body out there. Whatever is coming out of here is you talking to you. You want to be reminded that this is a dream. And when I'm taking it seriously, when it's taken seriously, oh, the heaviness of it. It's heavy because it isn't true. When you realize that it isn't true, you can laugh at it. What did she say? She said something. And I laughed, and so did she. She goes, I knew I wanted to talk to your ass. Because we're all walking each other home. It was beautiful. Our conversation was just beautiful. Our seeming conversation. You know, I have to talk about it as if it's happening. Just know that nothing is happening. It seems like it's happening, just like the night dream. Row, row, row your boat gently downstream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream. It was trying to tell us even as children. Well, most children, I mean, a baby, like my new grandson, 2 months old, he knows nothing. He is empty vessel, knows nothing. Till somebody downloads, that's Eli. And then what he does is good or bad, right or wrong. There's the duality. The minute you take on an idea of a you going through a timeline of life, there's pain and suffering. There's duality. Nothing. There is no duality. It's just one. One. The minute I go to say one life, one God, one, that's duality. It's one. Trying to think of an analogy. What's coming to mind is a bubble. A bubble. Each person is their own bubble going through an imaginary timeline of life. When the bubble pops, you realize there wasn't ever that bubble. Oh my God, I never said this before. There never was that definition, the outer edge of the bubble. That's how thin it is, like a wall. between you and everything else. It's not real. The bubble can burst at any second in the dream. At any second, it can just boop. Oh, there it is. Nothing is happening. Nothing happened. Nothing's going to happen. When there's thoughts of a future, pain. Oh, you want terror, as Byron Katie says, the future. That's all imagination. It's literally imagination. It's not real. And everything that has seemingly happened in the past isn't real. It's more imagination. It's gone, gone, gone. Can you imagine? Ah. Okay. Thank you for the reminder, Lori. I see lots of people living in the streets, on the streets. The character Julie is needing a home. She has to work hard, not feeling fear. No, you don't. Okay, you don't have to work hard, Julie. See, just see. People in the streets, just a reflection of you believing you're going to be on the street. There's the future thought. It's not real. They are, there's a poor them. Ah. You are, okay, your mind, not you. Well, the you that you think you are is projecting that out there because there's so much fear of that being what this is going to experience if it doesn't do something. No, it's letting go. Okay, let me tell you a story that happened here a few weeks last month. We had the so-called hurricane here in the story, and yes, it's all your projection. You can let it go. You can let it go. There's nobody to protect. There's no, when it's let go of, there's just a flowing. Like, okay, say you're the boulder in the stream. In the water is who you are. The water is going to find a way around that boulder, right? It's going to find a way under, through, whatever. It's going to keep on going. But you are the boulder you're believing you're the boulder holding the dam, or trying to hold on to something. There's nothing to hold on to. Nothing. You don't have to hold on to anything. It's a letting go, knowing there's nothing to protect. There literally is nothing to protect. It doesn't need protection. It's okay. There's only now. It is life itself being blossomed into the stream of nothingness. I know that probably doesn't make any sense to this, but who you really are, which is what I am, which is what everything is, isn't separate. It's hearing this clearly. And that's all that needs to be. That's all that needs to be. It doesn't need anything more than that. It's just you, the you that you really are, life wanting to see what's real, which isn't this painful, I'm a victim of life and I gotta do something. So letting go. I'll tell you, a month ago, we have an assessment here because of the hurricane. $7,500 had to be here by August 15th, a week before. The same day the bill came for $7,500, which we did not have, a check for $7,500 came in. How I literally bawled. The thought, Lori's thought was, can I really let go that much? It's always taken care of. You are always taken care of. You're not real. It has happened. Yes, you were talking to me this way when I first came to Florida. You were part of my Lori's lifeline when she was believing all those thoughts of fear of a future. It's the same thing. You are me. That one life, one consciousness. I hate saying that word because it's it's a good thing to say because your mind's not gonna can't quantify consciousness. Can't put it in a box and say that's what consciousness is. But it's all there is. It's nothingness. I don't know. This is the first time that I've had like the words are escaping me because words can't define it. Words, the minute words are said, that's separate. So to talk about what's really going on here is really hard. There's a lot of people talking about it, and here I am doing the same thing. People talking about it in the dream. But it isn't. Nothing's happening. Nothing has happened. And it's the stories we carry about this one did that to me. That's all gone. It is and if the more you carry the stories about someone did something to me, that's the pain keeping you believing you are this character fighting its way through life when it isn't really happening. Jewel, I'm so glad you were here with me today. That love that we are. Oh, can't you just feel it? You are that. I'm no one going nowhere doing nothing. Is the saying I just learned. That's it. I'm no one going nowhere doing nothing. That's a very good way. That's a good pointer. That's a great pointer. Going nowhere. There's nowhere to go. But then there's apparently just this. Like I just watched the new Little Mermaid. The one with the person. It's so good. And when she gets legs and she sees everything for the first time, it was like, I was feeling it right along with her. It's like all of this is magic. It's literally magical when you realize that nothing's really happening here. It seems that way. And it's the synchronicities and the beauty in Julie on the other coast. But here, now, and not at the same time. This is so fucked up. But it is what it is. I know whoever hears this is resonating with what I'm not saying and what I'm saying. It's um, you just can't talk about it. But here I am talking about it because that's what I do best. Talk. Anybody that knows me knows. Blah 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 blah. Knows this character loves to talk, especially about this. This is a passion of Lori's because it just feels the love that is felt just goes in this dream and wants everyone. There really isn't anyone, but the ones that are believing in this dream, there's a wanting to help, which is crazy too because there's no one to help. But it's literally a paradox. In and out, in and out, in and out. In the dream, out of the dream. In the dream, out of the dream. Like a God, what's the word? Gosh, I've never been a loss for words. Usually it's just blah, 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 blah. But something seems to be because I'm seeing the duality of it. I'm seeing the duality as I'm talking, which isn't duality, but hopefully you can feel because it's love. It's literally just love. Hopefully you can feel the love that you are, which is not separate. Love is continual. It's one. It can't be divided up. You get love, you don't, because you hurt me. Well, that's so that's hurting this. When you block someone out or say you hurt me, that's not possible. You're only you hurting you. That's it. When you believe this dream to be real, you're hurting you. And each quote unquote person that hurts is an opportunity for you to go, oh, that hurts. Can't be real. That can't be real. Because it hurts. It only hurts the person you believe yourself to be. Because who you really are doesn't hurt. It's not afraid of the future. It doesn't even know what a future is. The future and past are nothing to who you really are. It's not a thing. It's just flowing. Like I heard recently, like water meeting water. Like water meeting water. It's nothing. Melds right into nothingness. It's just being birthed into this seeming dream. But it isn't separate. Ooh, a half an hour. How did 28 minutes happen? Holy crap. I usually try to keep these to 15 minutes. Okay, so it seems like it's done. I'm thinking about doing a Zoom call. Just a container of people who are on this awakening journey and just need reminders, who need support on a weekly basis. I'm feeling called to do this. See if anybody is interested in that. Whoever sees this video, I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel too. Give me a comment. Let's see if there is interest in it. Just so we can have a container to support. Because out there, you're not going to find support for this. Because this is craziness, which I don't care. I already know people think I'm crazy. So what? Because it ain't who I am. Okay, so let me know if that sounds like something interesting, and I'll